At the edge of Crystal Valley, the nine-tailed white fox walked slowly across the fading dawn light, her silver-blue tails glowing like silk ribbons in the wind. Next to her, the baby dragons Azure and Ember trotted with bright, curious eyes, while the three light birds circled above them in soft, glittering spirals. But today, something was wrong. The horizon flickered like it was losing its color, and the air felt thin, unstable, as if the magic of the valley slipping away. The fox paused, sensing a disturbance deep within the land. She knew the crystal of dawn, the heart of all light here, was weakening. Determined to save their home, the group pressed forward toward the mountains, where destiny waited. The River of Shattered Stars. The group reached a glowing river where the water shimmered with tiny shards of broken starlight. Azure hopped from stone to stone, laughing until he slipped, only to be caught by Ember's warm golden glow. The nine-tailed fox lowered her head, touching the shimmering water. Instantly, visions appeared, the valley darkening, the sky losing its dawn colors, the crystal of dawn flickering like a dying flame. Above them, the three light birds formed a spinning halo, guiding their path forward. With renewed determination, they followed the river toward the towering mountains, knowing the crystal's resting place was hidden somewhere deep within. Echo Mountain Gate. As they approached the mountains, an enormous stone gate rose before them, carved with ancient symbols of legendary animals. The air hummed with old magic. Azure and Ember stepped forward, breathing tiny streams of blue and red sparks onto the carvings. The gate responded, glowing softly as it rumbled open. Inside, glowing patterns began to swirl along the rocky walls like flowing rivers of light. The nine-tailed fox's tails brightened, illuminating the dark corridor ahead. Together, they stepped to swirl along the rocky walls like flowing rivers of light. The nine-tailed fox's tails brightened, illuminating the dark corridor ahead. Together, they stepped to swirl along the rocky walls like flowing rivers of light. Into the ancient passage, deeper and deeper into Echo Mountain, following the faint pulse of the weakening crystal of dawn. The dim crystal chamber. At last, they reached the crystal chamber. The air was cold and still. The crystal of dawn hovered in the center, but its once brilliant glow had faded to a fragile ember. The three light birds circled it slowly, releasing soft, glittering dust that floated gently downward. Azure and Ember stood on opposite sides of the crystal, breathing warm spirals of blue and gold flame that intertwined like a dance. The nine-tailed fox stepped forward, spreading her nine tails into a radiant lotus shape. From each tail shimmered a soft beam of silver-blue light, gathering around the dim crystal. The chamber began to fill with a rising hum of magic. Dawn Reborn. A sudden burst of brilliant light exploded through the chamber, washing in warm golden dawn. The crystal of dawn reawakened, sending powerful waves of color through the mountains and across the valley outside. The once dark sky now shimmered with hues of rose, gold, and soft blue. As they stepped out of the cave, the nine-tailed fox watched proudly while Azure leaped onto her back and Ember wrapped his arms around one of her glowing tails. Above them, the light birds danced joyfully in sparkling loops. Dawn had been saved, the valley reborn, and their friendship shone brighter than ever.